Hi, my name is Robert. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. Trying to brighten up, or should I say smarten up, my dumb TV. Several years ago, when flat panel TVs were out, I bought a nice Samsung Plasma. It's been working for several years. A year or two ago, I replaced my bedroom TV with a Sharp Smart TV that has a Roku system built in it. Well, one thing that I found out is that Sharp Smart TV is developing and progressing. One thing that I learned about a year and a half after I had it was that I could plug in a, what do you call these things? A memory stick. Plug in a memory stick off of the USB on it, and that thing can pause and rewind live TV. We do not have cable. We're getting free HD TV over the air, and in that TV in our bedroom, you can pause it, rewind it, and it'll build a live memory up to an hour and a half. However, if you change the channel, it starts all over, just like a lot of your standard cable systems. Over the past couple of months, Diane has enjoyed that feature on that TV so much that she has been hinting to me or telling me that she wanted me to replace the living room TV with a smart TV and do something else with the one in the living room. But I don't want to get rid of that plasma TV. It actually has a better picture than our newer smart TV. Anyway, I started looking at some options, and I found something that I think is going to work for us. Last night, I asked a few people questions on Facebook. I did some research, and I found out that I really needed a digital tuner converter box. These converter boxes that initially came out before people's standard TVs became digital. When they went to digital broadcast, you needed a converter box just to watch TV. Well, now these digital converter boxes actually act like DVRs. They can record TV programs. They can let you pause, rewind, fast forward live, free HD TV. So I went and picked up one of these, the one that was actually in the store. So I'm going to do a setup, use, and review of this EMATIC, E-M-A-T-I-C, digital tuner converter box. It records, it has time shift functions, parental controls, USB playback, and supposedly be able to record live TV. I'm not sure if we can record one station while we watch another, but hey, if you bypass the antenna, you may be able to do that. Split the antenna, record on this while you're watching your standard HD TV. So let me go ahead, open the box, show you guys how to set this up, and start using it. I've been shopping around looking at several of these different digital boxes, and it appears that many of them use this same exact remote control layout. When I look closer at their boxes look the same too, with the same USB input on the front and the same outputs on the back. So I believe that this unit has been repackaged for different companies and is likely the same exact unit being sold by several companies. So if you see a digital box with this same remote layout, some of them even have these lower buttons here color coded, it is likely the same unit. First thing I realized yesterday is there is not a lot of options for these digital boxes, probably because people are not aware of them, familiar with them, and there's not a big demand for buying them. But I found this brand live and able to be picked up in a local big box store. there was one advertised on that big box website called a Terk, T-E-R-K. Does the same thing. Had some mixed reviews on the remote control function. Then there was another one or two that was also available on that website. But again, these are tuners for your TV. So if you have a digital TV and the tuner's going bad, this one was marked down on Walmart's website to a little bit under $30. So you can get one of these for under 30 bucks, plug it into your TV, and have that cured and fixed. Now, this one here has 3 different ways that it can be hooked up. It can be hooked up through your antenna cable. It can be hooked up through your yellow, red, and white RCA cable. And it has a HDMI plug in it. So any one of those 3 ways it can be connected. Because it doesn't have another type of connector, you may not be able to plug this up to some projectors and monitors. So make sure you have the proper monitor connections or TV connections that you want to use. Let me get started. This is everything that came in the box. As you can see, it's a relatively small unit. Remote control, batteries for the remote, which I'm surprised I have, RCA cable connection, which I'm surprised I have, and some form of instructions, which I may or may not use. Now, there was another system, the Terk system. You could buy it on Amazon one of 2 ways. You could buy a full kit, which included a memory stick, and it included HD TV antenna. But if you already have the antenna, you're already up and running, you don't need that stuff. Let me go ahead and see if I can find my HDMI cable and get this hooked up to my TV. Alright, I have my box here, taking off my protective film. I'm actually going to use an HDMI, so I'm going to plug my HDMI cable in there. I'm going to plug it into the back of my TV. Your TV will have HDMI 1, 2, some have 3. I'm going to plug this into the outlet. I'm going to unscrew my cable from my TV, and I'm going to screw it into the input right here. And then I'm going to plug it in, put my USB memory stick in there, and I should be good to go. Have the unit hooked up. Got my HDMI going into my HDMI. Got my antenna coming in. And I'm getting ready to plug it into the wall. Again, if you're hooking your TV up this way, which I do have that option, I would find that component connection. And if I'm hooking it up through here, I would set the TV set to station 3 or 4. So next I'm going to plug it in and see what we see on the screen, actually on the box. Looks like something is working. It's booting. While that's happening, I'm going to change the TV input to HDMI, and I'm going to put the batteries in the remote. Go from there. I have my TV remote, changing my source to HDMI. That was my Wii. We use that to watch Netflix. There's HDMI. Alright, let me power this thing on, see what happens from there. Power button. Installation guide came up on the screen for US. So let me menu through some of those, let you know if I have any problems. I'm going to start off with English US channel search. You see navigate with my remote button there. OK to confirm. I'm going to hit OK on the English. It's doing a channel search. So I'm going to let this progress through the channel search, and we're going to go from there. It is finding channels one at a time, and it's less than a minute, and it looks like it is maybe 60% done, faster than normal. These stations may not line up with the channel numbers that I'm used to, but we'll let it finish and see what happens. Okay, my channels did come up nice and clear. Let me change channels, see what's going on. That should be, yep, that's my ABC, and the channel number is in the corner. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the memory stick in there. Not sure if I should cut it off to do so. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, hook up the memory stick. Get this off, leave my TV on. It's got a little red dim light in there. Now, I know you need this stick to record. Now here's the deal. My opinion, anytime you plug anything in, unplug it, the power should be off. And again, I hooked up my TV connections before I even plugged the box in. So, it's in. Let me turn the power on, see how long it takes to power up. See if it goes back to the channel I had it on. It says boot. It's got the TV system, or the system logo on the TV. Let's see what it does. Goes right back, and I seem to have a TV guide, which is weird. I haven't been able to get other guides to work, but this should have a good guide on it. So let's run through some of the functions, see how many channels we have. Not tried to program this with my TV yet. I will do that soon. That way my power should control the TV power. It should also control probably the TV source and maybe the volume, stuff like that. So let me see if I can find a guide on here. I don't see a guide. I can do a info recall. When I change the channel on here, it changes here. So let me... You really have to have this remote pointed toward the box. It don't seem like it wants to work unless it's pointed right at the box. Now, I hit the number 7. Oh, it's going up there. Hopefully that'll clear off. I wasn't looking. I was looking down there at the box. Nothing happened. Alright, so there's 7-1. Okay. I push 7-1 OK on the remote. Now it's searching for my ABC channel. Seeing that had found it, it's giving me a report of what's on the next couple of hours. Let me mess with this remote control, look at the instructions, and see if I can get some kind of... Oh, here's a menu here. Go to the menu button. Man, you really have to have that thing searching. Point it right at the box for the menu. Alright, let me check some of these menu things, come back and tell you what they do. I made a mistake, went back to scan, then I couldn't back out of it. However, the last time it scanned and programmed all the channels, it did all that in about 2 minutes. So it scanned pretty quick. It's almost done for me to continue. If you arrow down into one of the selections, you're stuck in those selections unless you hit the exit button on the remote. You had to hit the exit button to get back to the top tier. So, I'm on the USB. I'm going to arrow down and hit PVR configure. Record the... I'm going to hit format. And I don't know if that matters, but I'm going to go FAT32. Maybe I'll be able to play it in my computer. I select OK. I don't know if something's happening or not. Alright, I'm going to hit exit. Then I'm going to go back to the menu and go to settings. Next, I want to change my password. I go to menu. Gotta hit it just right or it won't go. Man, this is a weak remote. Menu. Arrow up. Hit it too many times. Menu. Arrow over to my settings. Set password. Hit OK. The old password, of course, 6 zeros. New password, set whatever password you want in there. Password set successfully. Hit exit to exit your password screen, or OK to confirm. And I should have my password set. Alright, I'm watching live TV. I'm going to hit the pause button here to see if the live TV pauses. Enter time shift waiting. Something's going on there. So, that doesn't quite look like it's pausing, but maybe it will let me rewind. See what happens. Something didn't happen right. It sure didn't pause. Oh, there it goes. Pause that time. So now I'm going to hit play. Should go playing live TV. Now I'm going to try to rewind. I'm going to push rewind on the remote. See how far back it lets me rewind. It's going 2 times rewind. 21 seconds. So it looks like I activated the live TV remote rewind function whenever I hit the pause button. Anyway, let me hit play on the remote, which it is playing, and I can hit fast forward, or I might be able to hit this to go all the way to the end. Nope, doesn't seem to go to the end. Let me see if this will go to the end. Nope, that doesn't seem to do nothing. So I'm just going to hit play and let that play out. I guess it's telling me how far I'm behind. I'm about a minute behind live TV. To set up to record a program, you hit the menu button. Says it's in time shift mode, so it doesn't want to let me go to the menu function. So let me hit fast forward, get out of this, or hit stop. Now I guess I'm back on live TV. Now I'm going to hit menu. When you hit menu, you get a program. You go down on the remote to EPG. You hit OK on the remote. That EPG, actually I'm going to hit, oh there it is. It brought up a TV guide. Now that TV guide, you can page down by hitting 1. It only goes about 12 hours worth of programming. So you hit page 2, you go up the list. You select your channels going right or left. Then it shows those programs. Then you can arrow down to get on a program that you want to record, and you hit the OK button, and then you hit the exit button, and it shows you a list of stuff that is scheduled to be recorded. I'm going to hit the exit button again to get back to my list. Now, I should have had a button, an orange dot next to that. So let me try that again. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to hit OK to confirm. There's a conflict with another event. That's why I wouldn't set that one. So let me exit out of this and find something that's not going to conflict. So those are the two programs. I got to find something that's not conflicting because it can only record one program at a time. So I'm going to back up and find something that's like from 11 to midnight. So I hit exit. Give it a couple of seconds. I'm going to hit 11 p.m. Now I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to hit OK to confirm. That should not have conflict. Oh, it said start time 10 to 11. It did conflict. Let me do that so I don't have a conflict in program. Okay, I'm going to do that. Independent line. Hit that. Hit OK. Now it's showing me a list of everything that's scheduled to be recorded. Now I'm going to hit exit to exit out of that screen. So you arrow over to the right to choose your channel, and then you go down to choose your program, and it will record your stuff. So let me exit out of here and try to find some kind of channel list and stuff like that real quick for you. One thing I did notice on the front of the box, as you can see, it says C061. That means that it has 61 channels saved that we can watch. Okay, I have it set up and working. I'm going to look through the guide to see if there's a way to let this remote control my volume of my Samsung TV. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but if you want to pause live TV, you just hit this pause button and it goes into some kind of extra different mode. This recall goes to your last channel, and if you're watching the channel and you just hit OK, it'll pop up a channel list, and then you can page up and down the channel list, choose your next channel. A couple things that I want to do is, one, set it up to control my TV power and volume, and two, set favorite channels so I can quickly go to my favorites. So let me see how to do that, and then I will put information in the comment section of this video and link it to future updates that I have as we learn how to use this better. Maybe a 2-week update, then a 90-day update. Let you know how we like it. I have a couple of features figured out. If you're watching a program like I am here, you can start recording it just by hitting the record button, and it'll record that program for you and should stop it after the program is finished. Another thing you want to know is how to program favorites. So you push the menu button up. Let me hit the menu button one time. I arrow down to the program edit. Then I hit OK. It will ask for a password. If you have not gone to settings and changed your password, the password is going to be 6 zeros. And OK. That takes you to a list of all the channels. Now when you want to add a channel to your favorites, you arrow down, then you hit the favorites button. When you hit the favorite button, it'll ask you what kind of favorites do you want that to be. It's disabled. The next decision is movie, news, sports, and music. So I'm saving all of my favorites as news. I hit the OK button, and as you can see, now I have 2 channels saved as favorites. You want to get out of there, you just hit exit, or you can go down. Exit once lets you go to another channel, select it as a favorite, Let me see here. Hit the favorite button. Come on. Select it as a news favorite. Then I hit exit. Go down to my next channel. Hit favorite. Go down to news. You really got to have this remote pointed just right, or it's not going to do anything. So that's how you set up your favorites. Let me hit exit here. It is saving my favorites, going back to the channel. When searching the electronic program guide, I initially thought it was only like a 12-hour guide. It actually goes beyond that if you have the patience to wait for it to load. So I hit the electronic program guide button, aimed at the screen. I hit 1 to page down, and it will keep filling that up. Now if you don't move your remote, it may expire and kick you out. But that so far is about 24 hours on the program guide. Let me see if it'll fill up some more, because the instructions say it should do as much as 7 days. When you're scheduling a program to be recorded, the guide shows it as book. So book means record, and just want to let you know that. So far the system has a couple of quirks that I don't like. One, I do not see a way to program this remote to control the volume or power of my Samsung TV set. There's no code list nowhere, nothing like that. So unless you have a MTech TV, you're probably not going to be able to control that. 2, the pause feature of the live TV is a little quirky, so that's a little strange. But overall, it seems to be working as advertised, and everything seems to be well with it. So it's recording the deal now. You hit info to see the recording status on it. The remote control has weak power. You can hit exit to recording display and get back to your TV. I don't think I can rewind while it's recording the show. If it was recording live TV, that's one thing. Also, if you try to change channels or do some other function while it's recording, it'll just give you a blue screen until you back up to where your recording's happening. So overall, I think it's a nice featured unit. However, I give it a 3 of 5 for functionality, and I'm comparing that to my smart Sharp TV I have in my bedroom. That's all I have for now. If you got any questions, go ahead and post them below. It also has a special note in the instruction manual that this device will not work above 6,600 feet. So this is a unit to be used below that altitude. One thing that I am disappointed in the unit with the recorded live TV and the programs I recorded, I did record a couple of programs and play them back, is that my playback was choppy and distorted. Kind of like having a satellite service sitting at the end of a airport runway with airplanes interrupting your signal. Now, I read a few reviews, and somebody recommended that it may be the transfer rate speed of my thumb drive. I went to a local box store. I got a standard SanDisk thumb drive, and they're thinking that the thumb drive may not have sufficient transfer rate to make a smooth playback. You can also plug an external hard drive into the front of the unit, so you may want to find out what is a good transfer rate drive to get smooth playback. I have not figured that out yet. If you have this unit and you want to watch a different channel other than what you're recording, I suggest you get a splitter and split your TV antenna so you can change the source of your TV and go directly to your antenna versus your HDMI external box that you have here. You either need to use a component input or the HDMI input, then you'll have that feature to watch something while you're recording something. Hope that information makes sense to you. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.